I'm Ben Sockel. Today I'm joined by Stephanie Allen, head coach of the Binghamton Women's Lacrosse program, which was picked first in this year's America East Women's Lacrosse preseason poll. Stephanie, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ben.
Last season, you led Binghamton to its first ever Women's Lacrosse championship after building this program really from the ground up when you took over. What did it mean to finally get this championship victory? And then what memories do you have that really stick with you now that you're, 9 months out from that title experience?
Last season was really exciting. I think what I look back at and reflect on from our program was the resiliency from the players, from the staff. We hit a number of speed bumps along our journey, and just the resiliency from, the players, the adaptiveness, really trying to stay as focused as we could on our ultimate goal and keep all the distractions and whatever we might be faced kind of on the back burner, and just looking at it as like, how are we responding in the moment, what's right in front of us. And it ultimately paid off, but just excited to now have that under our belts and the belief that we're capable of accomplishing something like this, and it really just raising the bar and setting a new standard for Binghamton women's lacrosse.
Looking ahead to this year, is that resiliency something you want these returners to take with you? I mean, you guys were down in two big deficits in that championship game, made that huge run. That was just impressive to watch as someone who was there in person. Are those some of the things you want your team to take with you to this year and that they have the confidence they know they can fight through that type of adversity?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a little bit about like courage over confidence. Sometimes when things are thrown our way, we may not be 100% confident, but we have the courage to like keep going and keep forging ahead. I think that's something that we talk about a lot as a program, and especially for our younger players that maybe haven't been in those positions before, or just players in general that haven't been on that platform or stage, in any capacity. And it's just kind of having courage in the moment, to move one foot in front of the other. And I think that's something that we expect our older players to kind of pass along to this younger group. But I'd like to hopefully not be in the position where we're constantly fighting from behind. So maybe a little bit different strategy or approach this season to some of those really competitive games. But I think that's the tough part. They're all competitive in conference and so much parity in this league. I think that's what makes it exciting. And you can't just show up without a plan or a response, in any America East competition.
You do return a number of starters this year from that team last year. How have they helped set the tone with some of the newcomers and just the expectations that are now there and the base level that you have required of them and that the seniors and grad students require from everyone else to join them up there?
Yeah, it's been exciting to see how they approach this fall, and just the work that goes into it, the extra time, and really just getting the younger group to buy in. We included our freshman class in our ring ceremony, and having them sit there and kind of watch it unfold, and the excitement around it, and to hold one of those in their hand and be like, I want one of these too. It's been kind of fun for us to see them get on board and have that hunger and drive that our older group of players has. And some of our players in the senior class missed out on the opportunity to be on the field, contributing, in that capacity in the conference season. And so I think, that group is really excited to get back out there. They kind of laid all the groundwork, but didn't get to, have the ball on their stick at, some of those bigger moments in conference play. So we're excited to see some of those players be back out on the field this year, and getting to experience it in a different way.
For your team on the field, what is a key for this group if you want to be successful again this year and make the conference tournament and be there with a chance to repeat?
A lot of it's the mindset. I think that's got to be foundational to how we approach the season and everything that's thrown at us. And one of the messages will be kind of like improvise, adapt, overcome. Whatever it is, it's our response that's going to define us, and how we take each moment or each play that's presented to us. I think we've got a little bit of a different makeup in our schedule that's going to provide just fresh opponents that we have to challenge ourselves, from strategies and scouting standpoint to approach differently than, some of those more familiar teams that have been on our schedule in the past. So I think that'll be good for our team and really just trying to build that confidence and belief in our systems along with chemistry early on in the season so that like we're peaking at the right time.
Well, Stephanie, good luck with all the student athletes coming back here and with the start of the season less than a month away.
Yeah, thanks so much.